Riot dropped a bombshell in their latest dev diary. There's brand new game modes coming to the game, and I'm not talking about some meme one either, like Spike Rush or Escalation. They're talking about Team Deathmatch, and it's confirmed to be on its way. Not only that, but Riot's also releasing a brand new competitive way to play with your friends called Premier. Let's just say you should start coming up with some clever team names now. These in-game tournaments are going to change the game, and I can't wait to talk about them. Not only that, but popular Twitch streamer Tarek has recently started Pro City. It's a 10-man Discord where pros can gather together and play games together. It's been a popular mode, and all the top streamers have been streaming their POV. More on that Discord though at the end of the video. Okay, so let's get into specifics. So like I mentioned, an in-game tournament is coming to Valorant, and if you've never played in a tournament before, it can be pretty nerve-wracking at first. Money's on the line, the pressure's on, and you don't want to look like an idiot in front of your friends. Well, our job at SkillCapped is to help you look like a pro. Every one of our coaching staff has competed on some level and have played against the best of the best. We've been in these situations, we've made the mistakes, we learned the hard way. Now we want to teach you the easy way. This is why we just recently implemented our Ask a Pro Discord channel, where website subscribers can ask our coaches about literally anything. We want to make sure you're 100% prepared no matter the situation that you're in. Combine that channel with our countless courses, private VOD reviews, radiant commentaries, and so much more. I find it hard that we can't help you. So let us help you and check us out at SkillCapped. We'll be waiting. Now, if you watched the 2023 Look Ahead Dev Diary, you heard game director Andy Ho talk about how the Valorant team has new and exciting ways for us to play Valorant. Well, that mode got leaked, but I'm excited to say that Team Deathmatch is coming a lot sooner than you think. I'm personally really excited for this. And no, not because I like Team Deathmatch itself. I played that game mode in other FPSs and honestly, it isn't for me. But I think this mode can help reduce the amount of idiots we're getting in our rank games. I mean, think about it. Some players have the unending urge to just run it down and keep taking aggressive fights, but they don't want to play deathmatch. So this game mode should theoretically help scratch that itch that some players have to constantly duel. The new objective is literally to kill as many people as possible. That's it. But how's this game mode gonna work? Well, Riot didn't want to tell us. All we have to work with is this tweet mentioning how it's going to be an ability-based mode. Each team is racing to 100 kills, and it's called Herm? I mean, I think that's a test name, but how do you balance an ability-based team deathmatch? If you don't, agents like Raze are going to be insta-locks every game. Her kit's just best suited for a team deathmatch mode. Maybe Riot's gonna add abilities, change the abilities specially for this mode but leave them alone for the rest. Maybe they could enable and disable certain agents, or they could even create entirely new maps. I mean, the maps we have now were built with a tactical shooter in mind, not team deathmatch. How would ultimates work? There's so many questions but almost no answers, and I guess we'll just have to wait. Riot could literally go any which way with this game mode. New maps, agent reworks, new rules. We could literally see anything. I mean, if it was just a standard mode, I don't think Riot would keep this under wraps. Regardless, we should be excited. But on the other hand, players have been wondering where if Riot's really heard their feedback. Many people have been asking for a replay system, better ways to practice other than death matches, and personally, I want a nerf to the Stinger. Every time I use that thing, I either win the round for my team or blow 950 credits and 15 bullets in the wall. That's besides the point. Pro players have been begging for these features for forever now. So whenever Riot releases a new game mode or a new bundle, some players feel abandoned or like Riot isn't listening to them. And they do bring up good points. A replay system would be great for pros and content creators. Death matches can be frustrating. And do we really need a new game mode? Why don't we just try to perfect what we have already? But I get it. Riot wants to keep their game fresh and exciting, so Team Deathmatch should bring some of that freshness back to the game. The next thing that Riot talked about in their dev diary was their new competitive game mode that they're calling Premier. This mode has been talked about before, but they've tested the alpha over in Brazil. It's scheduled to be released this year, and throughout the video you can see screenshots of the game mode being played. You can see what the tournaments would be like. You can see there's a weekly bonus, points you can earn, map bans that each team would have to do, and it all just looks really fun. If you watched our recent LCQ video where I talked about how 5 Jet mains made it through North America's open qualifiers, I talked about how the Valorant circuit works, how you can make it pro, and where you start. But Riot wants to implement implement this Premier mode into your path to pro. Through this system, you could compete in-game to make it to the top and into some of these bigger tournaments. With Valorant being such a competitive game, it only makes sense that we finally get a competitive game mode. Is Premier going to take the place of the open qualifiers? Is all the competitive Valorant going to be run through the in-game client now? How can we customize our teams? Are there going to be different leagues for different ranks? How would you stop Smurfs? This whole mode begs a ton of questions, but I'm excited that we're finally getting a competitive game mode that isn't ranked. I mean, hey, if Fortnite can have these modes, why can't we? And speaking of competitive game modes, if you watch any pro Valorant players on Twitch, you'll notice how recently they've been playing with each other a lot. This is because big Twitch streamer Tarek has recently created his own private 10-man server games called Pro City. In this Discord, pros can queue up together, have balanced teams, vote on maps, have good comms, and try to get better at the game. A lot of players used ranked to get better at the game and sharpen their skills. But if you've watched our recent video about crypto throwers and account boosters, you'll know that ranked hasn't been the best place to sharpen your skills as of recent. Pros have been complaining about the quality of ranked games, and rightfully so. Tarek decided to take things into his own hands and created this private community full of Valorant's best players. But the issues with these lobbies is that people are wondering if Riot is going to continue to allow this. These Discords have their own MMR systems, point systems, and leaderboards. They're starting to look a lot like the ranked systems that Riot has in place. Another issue with these games is that where do you draw the line of who gets in? T2 players? Game changer players? Is it only franchise players? No one really knows what the criteria is to get in, which could be another issue sometime in the future. But if you're looking for examples of how to correctly play Valorant, I highly suggest that you start watching these games instead of just regular ranked games. In these games, you'll witness good teamwork, proper communication, and learn what good fundamentals actually look like. And it's funny because of what Tarek started, I've seen small, hole-in-the-wall 10-man Discords popping up all over the place. Seems like people are just tired of the trolls in ranked and they want to play seriously. Alright, so we got Team Deathmatch, Premier, and small community-made Discord servers taking over the Valorant scene. That's a lot of content coming our way, all of which are new ways to play the game, and I think they should be breaths of fresh air for all of us. But hopefully Riot still has plans for some of the bigger things we've had on our wish list. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel down below. It really does help us out. And remember, if you want to be prepared for this new Premier mode coming out, you should check out our website at SkillCapped. With a subscription to our site, you gain access to hundreds of hours of Radiant-produced educational content. You can hit up our Ask a Pro channel in our Discord, where our coaches can set up a personal VOD review for you. You get access to our library of coaching sessions that you can study, and where we've helped players that have similar problems as you, and so much more. No other service can offer you this much value, I promise. Now, head on over to skillcapped.com and get started on your way to the rank that you deserve. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for listening, guys. We here at SkillCapped want to thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.